Fernando, do you know what day it is?
Monday.
That's right. It's Monday. That can only mean one thing. It's time for Car Stereo Talk. You know Fernando, and I'm Dean, and it is that time. Woo!
Wow.
Welcome to the show, boys and girls. We hope you had a fantastic weekend. And if you're a father, hopefully you had a fantastic Father's Day. Did you do anything special for your Father's Day?
Yes.
What'd you do?
Party all night till 5 in the morning. That's fantastic. Went to jump. I didn't jump. He jumped.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Went to jump. I don't think it's called jump, but okay. That's cool.
Well, I mean, he jumped.
He jumped.
Yeah.
They have jumping, but
trampoline stuff and
Video
arcades
games,
and yeah. What do you do?
Haley and I, amongst other things, did Legos. I made her go for a walk in the morning. She didn't like that. It was very hot. She doesn't know how to not just ignore the heat.
Oh.
It bothers her. And I was like,
Well,
just don't think about it.
He bothers everyone.
I know. So we did Legos, did the show, went and got tropical smoothies.
Tropical smoothie sounds good.
Yeah, it was really good. Although I don't get the fruity one.
They still at the mall?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're where they're in the corner, in the far corner by the restrooms.
Because we went to the food court.
Yeah, it's right there. You know, you have the two like Asian food places, and then it's tropical smoothie.
By the way, if you are close to the Clearwater Mall, if you want to go, I like the second.
It's Countryside Mall.
Yeah, Countryside. I like the second restaurant.
Which one?
First one. The first Chinese, and then is the next one.
Yeah, the barbecue place. One is barbecue, one is Asian.
Something.
Yeah.
The second one is
you like the second one?
Yeah.
So I think I like the first one because they have cabbage, broccoli, and cabbage.
They do. I like that.
And I like that. I just honestly get like chicken and broccoli and cabbage, and that's it. No rice.
Chicken was okay. The rice, it was.
I never get the rice.
He got mac and cheese,
which
surprising.
I know.
Yeah. And he didn't like it.
No.
So I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, because it's.
He's like, taste it. I'm like, I don't like it, bro. What do you want?
Yeah, I'm not a macaroni and cheese guy. Yeah,
I'm not. So
no, I totally understand. But no, that's good. I
hope you guys have a wonderful a wonderful Father's Day. Hopefully you get what you get, right? What you want.
I don't know. I mean, I had a good time. I enjoyed it.
Did you get underwear?
No, I got, so it was funny. She bought me new pads for my headphones because my headphone pad, but they were the wrong ones because I think I had changed the pads on my headphones. And so I was really excited. It was a great gift, but they weren't the ones that they were supposed to be. And that wasn't her fault. It was just.
Dude, the picture quality is fantastic.
Well, it's good. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Take it for what it is. And then she got me that Lego sign. Remember the Star Wars Lego sign that we saw? She got me that.
Fantastic.
So now next Father's Day, when we have another Lego day, I'll build that. Because I think what she got me for my birthday last year, which was, or Christmas, I don't remember what one of the holidays, she got me the Marvel, you know the big ship, the helicarrier? Yeah, she got me they made a miniature helicarrier. She got me that. So I've been waiting to build that. So hey guys, we do this little page called the 12 Volt Clean Wire Club. Most of you are members. And those of you that are brave enough to post your wiring, congratulations. You should be proud of yourself. And for those of you that have posted multiples and maybe possibly been considered as one of the top pages, even better. This week we have another one. It's brought to you by us at DNF Tool Drawer, the home of the IRTA2, and of course all the tools that we use in our installation bay you can find at DNF Tool Drawer. And let's jump over there and we'll take a quick look at what we got here. So okay, there's a lot going on here.
It is a lot. So just focus on the 4 amplifiers on the top. That's it. The bottom, I think, is just air conditioning.
Okay.
And in the center, of course, is your distribution block, power and ground. It looks nice because it's a lot of wiring.
Yeah.
And
it's nice and clean.
If you get close to it, if you zoom in, you can still see the bottom size, all zip tie, RCAs, and the top power wire. And everything.
It looks like they did the rail. Where they just zip tied everything to the rail, which is a cool way of doing it.
Yeah. And as you see, it's fantastic. It's a lot of work.
A lot of DSP.
A lot of DSPs.
P1, P6 DSP, another P6 DSP, and another P1. Ooh, that's a lot. Yeah. That's a whole bunch of DSP happening there. But there again, congratulations.
That was Mike.
Mike, good job, Mike. Yeah. And if you would like your wiring job to possibly be considered, Fernando scours the pages every Sunday, puts up a new one.
That's right.
So everyone gets to see your stuff and criticize the hell out of it, because those that can't do, criticize.
That is correct.
I feel that's a safe assessment. Yeah,
100%.
If you suck at something, then you should definitely tell everyone else how much they suck at something without actually posting or doing anything to prove how great you are.
That's the key right there.
That is the key.
To post.
I mean, just never post anything and tell everyone how much they suck. I think that's. Right. I would love to do that. So if you guys got questions, we got answers. Fernando's going to start digging deep, finding the stuff. And this first segment, I think we're going to do this one again, is brought to you by the fine folks at Focal.
Focal.
Did you know, Fernando, that if you go in and
I don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing, Jon Snow? Oh, I think I accidentally closed something.
Yeah, you did.
That was weird. Did you know that if you type in Focal,
yeah, just like that, Focal music,
on
Google, what do they give you?
So we'll jump over here. If you type in Focal music, it'll pull up Focal, and then down here it'll have this thing that says playlists. Okay, and if you click on it, it'll pull up Focal playlists. And from here, because I find it's always hard to find new music to listen to that is going to sound amazing in my car.
Mm-hmm.
So if I click on it, I'll click other, and we got EDM, hip hop, and rap, and they make these playlists that are at all of the cool music sharing sites. Tidal, Prime. YouTube.
Do they have banda music in there?
They probably do. Yeah, they might. Yeah, there it is right there. So if you type that in, then you could possibly find some new music to play in your amazing, award-winning, fantastical Focal speakers. And if you're sitting there going, I don't have Focal speakers. Well, you can go to focal-merrick.com, and there you will find all the Focal speakers from down here to, wow, look at that up there. I'm very special. Yeah, all different shapes, sizes, colors, and price points. And that is only at focal-america.com. Check them out, see if there's a speaker for you, and then download some music and see if you got, something there. Good afternoon, everyone. What is up, Brad? How's everybody doing? Hello, guys. Nando, did you get your free put your Chipotle tattoo burrito?
It was only from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Of course it was. I'm sure it was only from 3:00 to 3:05.
Yeah.
Whoever shows up there gets a free crappy Chipotle burrito.
I wanted to. No, I didn't get it.
That is cool, Focal. I agree. I mean, and some of the music, let's be honest, some of the music is really cool, and some of the music, but it's all there. And we all are always looking for new playlists, new stuff. I mean, some of the best podcasts that Brian and I do is when we go, Brian, let's talk about your playlist.
People I feel that. You should do every week, not every.
Oh, pick a song.
Just one song. Doesn't have to be.
Yeah, but then somebody's got to organize that crap, and I got to be honest, I just don't have the time.
What do you mean organize?
Well, put it somewhere where, like make a playlist, because as soon as you start doing that.
Hang on, you just tell them. Oh, and then you can say, where is it? Just go listen to it, man. And then you can find.
Yeah, but then they're all going to be like, somebody should make a playlist. Like, if somebody wants to volunteer for that, then I will gladly do it.
All right.
Good day. God bless, guys, for all you do. No, thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Yeah. Hold on. It says, did you see Peter from PS Sounds?
New video from China looking at some. Yes. I saw. I didn't see the video. I didn't see the video, but I saw the pictures.
Okay.
That they post. They did a lot of morale. Yes. They did a Mustang, and they did. That was fantastic.
It's not a competition, Frank, but I've been lurking here for the last 10 minutes. That's creepy. It is a competition. Everything in
Always.
life is a competition, Brad.
Always
You
a
know this.
competition.
You work with competitor number 1.
Yeah.
You know, if he's not first, he's leaving. How are y'all? UK in the house.
Hello.
Okay, Fernando. Let's get to some questions. Good afternoon, Ken.
What's up, guys?
I've got questions, Bobby. We've got answers.
Yes.
What's up, everyone?
Hello.
Hello. Oh, hold on. 88 degrees in Athens. Boom.
Right now we have 87, so we're close.
It was a Metallica Father's Day for me. Got the loaded limited edition collector set, and my daughter brought me their Helping Hands live album. Oh. So happy Father's Day to all dads in the group. So I was talking to Brian the other day, and Metallica has a concert on Apple Plus, which I had told you about, and it's VR because he has the Apple goggles, and he's like, it was the coolest thing ever watching this Metallica concert on the VR goggles.
I'm wondering if you can use just the Meta
goggles.
The Meta.
I don't know.
Yeah,
that sucks. FYI, Fuego is in the hospital again.
Oh,
that sucks. Hope he gets better.
Hopefully, he gets better.
That's terrible. Hospitals suck. I got the biggest steak I've ever seen for Father's Day.
Oh,
it was handed to me raw, and I got to reverse sear it. Ooh, turned out amazing.
Wow.
I love you guys.
Are you okay with cooking
a steak or cooking? Period.
No. For example, Father's Day, right? It's like, hey, we got you this, but you gotta cook it.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't mind cooking.
Okay.
I don't mind cooking. I just here's the thing.
Because normally on Mother's Day is like, no, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I don't really care.
We're gonna take you to dinner.
I don't care.
No.
The problem that I have is that everything is always about time. You know, time, and it's like, so the thought of like relaxing and cooking something, I enjoy it, but I just don't ever want to do it because it takes too long, and there's other stuff I'd rather be doing with my time, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like if I have 2 hours to waste, I want to do something that I feel is rewarding, and cooking for me is never a rewarding thing.
I'm just going to the bathroom if I got 2 hours to waste.
Oh, well, that's, you know. But no, I have no problem cooking my own food for Father's
Fantastic.
Day. At least then I know it'll be the way I want it.
All right.
So I'd be happy. Kicker key 200.4 running separates. And the kicker key will be at 1 ohm. Will 4 gauge? Whoa, hold on. 1 ohm. Will the 4 gauge be enough with the key running at 1 ohm? Both on. Okay, so I'm assuming we mean a key 500.1.
Right.
So 200.4 to 500.1 will be running at 1 ohm. A 4 gauge will be more than enough.
Yeah.
I mean, we would run an 8 gauge.
Yeah.
Like you literally need an 8 gauge to power both of those at that point. But yes, a 4 gauge.
Will be plenty.
Will be plenty.
Plenty.
Yeah. Yes. I figured I'd just thank you guys tonight and ask one of the hundreds of questions. These lives and your tutelage are beyond needed and appreciated in my cardio world. Sincerely, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Man. And we love the questions. Yeah. Just love the questions and thank you. That's what makes the show work. So
that is correct.
Without the questions, we got nothing to do. So
that was so bad.
What?
That was good, but that was bad.
Which one?
Okay, I'm just gonna
pull it up. Put it up.
Because that was good.
Chipotle free burrito hosted by Ice. Damn. that is fantastic.
Dude, that's
okay, but let's be honest though. You're not going to catch one Latino there.
That is true.
You're going to catch a bunch if blonde or if teenage girls were who you were trying to get.
Yes. Yeah, that is true.
100%. But you're not going to catch any Latinos there.
Don't.
They're not going there. Yeah.
No.
I mean, Ice would know better. Now,
I like it, but
now Don Pancho Villas, they'd be sitting out front. You could eat Chipotle all you want. They'd never be there.
Yeah.
They'd never come.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it is the whitest of white Mexican food. I mean, that's probably, yeah, sorry. Yes, key 500. Sorry, long day at work. We understand. We too are still at work. And yes, it is a Monday. We won't forget. Dean, know that you guys use primary wire and twisted. Question is I have speaker wire. Should I pull it apart and twist it? No. There's no benefit at all to doing it. It's the only reason why we twist it together is just so we know at the end what's together. There's no other reason than that. Now, if you're doing like signal and stuff, yeah, you do it. You know, twisted wiring makes sense for signal, but for speaker wire, it makes no difference whatsoever. It's just convenient. That's all. So, you know, if you've got this dual run of wire, just leave it alone. Keep it the way it is, because pulling it apart and twisting together is just going to add a whole bunch, and it's going to make it bigger. So, you know, yeah. And honestly, going from front to back, we're changing most of the stuff we're doing now. We're using the bulk wire kits that Pack makes, which is this stuff right here, which is the LPH-EXT17. This stuff that's made to plug into their T harnesses. I love it. We've been going through this stuff like water because it's so much nicer. So the problem with like speed wire is that it's got that big shield on it, and it's like, yeah it's great, I get it, right? Mm-hmm. But all it's there for is to protect the wire. I can use tape to protect the wire. I can use Tech Flex to tape the wire. I can do anything I want. And so, and the problem is these cars get newer and newer and more crap. We get less and less room to do stuff. So, and this just plugs in. So it comes with two like 4 20-foot runs of paired. So it's like it's 20 foot here, or it might be 18 feet. Yeah, it's probably 18 feet. So, and then another 18 feet, and then 2 more 18 footers. So it's really nice. Plus all the ends, it just plugs right into their T harnesses that they have. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Digging it. Okay, next question.
All right.
Have you guys done a 2025 Colorado non-Bose system? Budget is $2,500. Actually, yeah, I think we did one not too long ago for a guy.
Yeah.
And he went kicker. He did key stuff. We did key in all of it. So we did key in Kenwood, and he had his budget. So he didn't have a big budget either. So, and I think we did it in 2 waves. Like we did the key up front to do the highs, and then he came back and we did a 501 on the subs. Do you think multi-channel amps Atmos will catch on in the aftermarket car audio? I did see your video with the demo vehicle with high speakers. So I feel like the easy answer to that is, will it catch on? Yes, but I think it's going to be one of those things where nobody in the aftermarket is going to do it right away. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't see anybody, like nobody is talking about doing Atmos in their DSP. And that's really what we'd have to have. We'd have to have that conversation, like Arc Audio or Moscone or Helix or somebody like that would have to be like, yeah, we're going to do Atmos in our DSP. Because once that happens, then we have a gateway to do it. And then at that point, it's like, it's not like there's cars that don't have the ability to put simple 2-inch speakers in the headliner and do all those fun things. Like, that's totally doable. Mm-hmm. We don't have the products yet to do it. And the way Herman did it is he has an Emotiva Atmos decoder in his car. So it's a home audio piece that has mm-hmm. been taken apart and, power supplied and all that, going to a plethora. Like he says, he has 2 Moscone Aerospace 8-12s in there. Like, it's fine, but we have 24-channel DSPs now, so, like, we probably don't need that. So, future-wise, yeah, I think we'll get it. I mean, if headphones have it, and especially if an OE has it. I mean, Pioneer has the 4-channel version of it, which apparently everyone was like, ooh, this is neat.
Really?
I didn't hear it because I was like, I don't care. That's just foo-foo-y crap from the 80s. But I think it'll happen. I think it'll happen. Not tomorrow, though. So definitely not tomorrow.
Really? You think that will happen, huh? Okay.
Brad started. And
all right, so hang on before you go there.
Okay. 2001. I grew up in Modesto, Cali, and I just learned that Zapco and Arc Audio are both from there. Modesto is a small and not known for its tech industry. Brad, how did Modesto create two good audio companies? And Brad says, I started at Arc in 2001. And the real question would be, who the heck knows? I know, right? I mean, it's weird. It's California, though. I mean, hippies. It's all hippies, you know.
It's funny because like most of everybody talk about car audio kind of like start in Arizona.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at JL. Started in Jupiter, Florida. Okay, got to be honest with you. There's nothing in Jupiter, Florida. Okay, nothing.
There's JL?
Zero. There's JL. Okay. Stillwater, Oklahoma. Okay. If you want to find a sleepier town on the map, good luck. That's a one-terminal airport. The only thing they got is a college. And that's the whole town. Other than over in the corner is a beautiful building that Stillwater's at, you know, with Boomer Lake. I wonder why it's called Boomer Lake. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these places you go to, I mean, it just, no, wouldn't even know. Wouldn't even know. And like Brad says, it's a long story. Dean, where do you get your Molex connectors? So there's a really great place to get them. I don't buy them from there. I just get them on Amazon. But DigiKey, if you're looking to get a bunch of them, is a great place to get them. But I just get them off Amazon because I can buy like 2 and screw them up and not feel bad. Plus, they're here tomorrow. So, Okay, go ahead. What do you got? You
want to change it?
Yeah, but I'm just going to change it and then I'll get to the question.
Hey, guys. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Random question. Do you think a Chuchero box will be more than enough for rear fill on the car? Have you guys ever installed or heard one? So, no and no.
I've heard them.
You heard them? Where?
Chuchero box?
Where?
Dude, the Causeway. They're there all the time.
I mean, but
not
like,
anymore because I got a big sign.
Okay, let me hear it.
Oh no,
right
you know
there.
who had one?
Who?
Memphis had one. And Memphis makes one.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Dude, and it was the loudest freaking. I go, is that? And he he was like, yeah, man.
Well, I mean, if you talk about her, like DS18 has, that's what they do.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
I mean, it's rear fill. I mean, that's more than enough.
I think it's more than the rear fill.
I mean, it's probably more rear fill than front fill at that point.
Yes.
Bass wise, it's got 0.
And no, we haven't installed one.
That's not our thing.
We don't do that thing.
That's sorry.
That would be nice.
If it would not be nice.
Yeah.
No.
You know.
No. That's the day I quit.
Put a towel on top of it.
I'm going home. Be like, okay, call me when you're done. I'm leaving.
Okay.
I don't want to do this. Hold on, let me highlight this one.
You gotta do you.
How do
the Morel sense of sound?
We don't know yet. We don't know. Supposedly they sound fantastic. We're working on that. Working on it. We still got 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll come back to that. Hold that thought. Hey, this next segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Audio Control and their new Epic line of amplifiers. If you're looking for amplifiers that are just power, and I mean power, Epic is the amplifier of choice. They also have new loudspeakers in the Epic line, as well as new subwoofers in the Epic line that are supposedly, you could knock the crap out of these things and they will take, like a Timex, they take a licking and keep on ticking. I don't know if you can use another ad in an ad, but either way, if you'd like to know more about the Epic line of products now, because it's a whole category, it's not just amplifiers, it's now amplifiers, speakers, and subwoofers, head over to audiocontrol.com and check out the full line of Epic products to see what could possibly maybe go into your vehicle.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
For sure. You can pick whatever you
want. I can pick one? Hey guys, I'm going with a DSP in my car. What DSP do you recommend that doesn't break the bank? I was like, okay, so that's not a DSP. That's what we like to call a toy. If you want a real DSP, okay, so here's the thing, right? everyone kind of buys their first thing only to buy their second thing, right? They buy the first one to realize it's not the best, and I should have saved my money and bought something better. Okay. And that's what you'd get with the JBL. You should have saved your money and bought something better. Frank pretty much called it there. Head over to arc-audio.com or arcaudio.com.
Yes.
And check out the PS68. Okay. That is their new 6 to 8 DSP. That is a pro DSP, meaning it's got all the features you could ever possibly want in a DSP. It uses their DNA software, which we have a ton of videos showing you how to use it, and it's at a reasonable price. So you get the full suite of DNA software, and it's not $1,000. So it's half that. It's real reasonable. Hola, gents. Long time no speak. Yeah, we just talked to him on the phone. Oh, yeah. Christian, down Louisiana. Christian, Arturo's buddy.
Christian, yes.
Yeah. He's doing a Honda.
He's now in Louisiana.
Whatever.
He's in New Orleans.
That's Louisiana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
New Orleans is not a state.
No, but it's a city. I think he's in there.
But he's in that state.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, figured it out. There you go. He's using the Metro Honda piece. You might have actually figured out how to get it to work though, so that would be fantastic.
With the Echo?
Yeah.
One?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeff said he figured it out.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently he used the rear speakers, so we'll see. All right. What do we got? We got a ton of them.
Louisiana.
Yeah. See?
That's where Popeyes is. Hello, Popeyes.
Yeah. Okay. Ask another question.
All right.
There's a bunch of blue ones. Let's just bang through these. Hey guys, I see a few installs with two Blackbirds. What is the benefit of it? More headroom, like one for each side, left and right, maybe bridge the channels. Just curious. Love my system. So it's an 8 to 12. At the end of the day, it's an 8 to 12. And some of these cars have more than 8 to 12 speakers. So for example, if you want to do a 3-way up front, maybe you have a center channel, that's going to take up one whole Blackbird. Let's say you want to do a 2-way active in the rear and a sub. Well, technically 2 Blackbirds would pretty much tick that off your list and accomplish that.
Mm-hmm.
Or you want to do a 3-way in the back, a 3-way in the front, a rear center, a front center, and then you want to add a subwoofer, so then you need 3 amplifiers. So there's a lot of options, or you want to bridge channels, like you said. So there's a bunch of things that you might want these things for.
Yeah.
And there again, there's lots of like the picture of the day had 2 Helix P6s DSPs.
Yeah.
So they had 2 DSPs in there. Now, for anyone that wants to do that, I will tell you, tuning 2 DSPs is a lot of work. Now, Arc Audio does allow you to daisy chain the DSPs so that there's a tab in the bottom right-hand corner that allows you to switch back and forth between the DSPs pretty easily.
Copy and paste.
No, there's no copy and paste. I know, right? DSPs need copy and paste. Right? I don't know why that's a thing. They should just have copy and paste. You should be able to take like when you tune left and it's really close, just copy left, paste to right, and then readjust.
And then just adjust it,
a little bit.
Save it.
Yeah. Like that would be cool. But no, we're not that. Was Modus going to have DSP amps or standalone DSP? We don't know yet. Honestly, right now it's going to be standalone power.
Right.
DSP will obviously come at some point, but the first amps are all just straight power.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot to get into, a whole DSP and all that other stuff. Like, ooh, God. Hey, Dean, you already verified with PAC that the Amp Pro will work in my non-amplified 23 Durango. Do you think it's possible a DSR1 will work too? No. So PAC is ahead of the game when it comes to Chrysler. iData is 1 generation behind. So if it's not listed on the site, then it's probably not going to work. However, Durango's kind of weird. So no, it probably will not work.
Really?
Yeah, Durango's that oddball. No, it's different. Yeah. But iData is usually one generation back. As I say, if you see like a RAM or something like that works, it might work. But then again, no, probably won't. So, but regardless of that, I mean, do a real DSP. Get any DSP for, I mean, we've gone. I mean, in the beginning of all this, we used to go out of Amp Pros directly into a DSR1 because it was an inexpensive DSP and it was the cheapest way to do it for sure. But I mean, I would spend $300 more and get a better DSP. Dean, if you had to buy a 5-channel amp today, which one are you buying? So that's a great question. Like DSP or non-DSP would be how I guess I would look at that, because
how many with DSPs they have?
There's only a handful with DSP. Like, for example, Audison.
Audio Control has one.
Audio Control has one.
Yeah, Audison
has one. Helix still doesn't have one.
No.
Arc doesn't have one yet. Did I say that out loud? Maybe I did.
Alpine? No, Alpine
doesn't have one. So I guess it's between the Audison or the Audio Control. Oh, and then, well, no, he doesn't have DSP in his either.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying.
That's a good question. I mean, I could just go with the Old Faithful and go with the. Personally,
Kicker has a no, but
no, that's not a DSP.
No.
I mean, I think I'm going Audison, to be honest with you.
Yeah, same
because thing. I have way more options with the Audison, because 5 channels is just the beginning. Yeah. So I'm going to go Audison, because the Audio Control, there again, if all I need is 5 channels, great. Audio Control has one set of preamp outputs. The Audison gives me more to choose from. JL has one. Oh, there you go.
JL has one. There you go.
And there again, we said 5-channel, not 6-channel. If we take it out to 6-channel, 6-channel opens up a huge chasm of other amplifiers. Yes. But 6 channels don't count, because on a 6-channel, you're not getting the power that you'd get with a 5-channel. Okay, so that's why we're not going to count the 6 channels. Because yes, you could. I mean, at the end of the day, I could take an 8-channel and turn it into a 5-channel if I wanted. It doesn't matter. These are dedicated 5-channel amplifiers, because if we go all the way out to 6 channels, everybody has one. And that's just not it. The JL has the 5. Yeah, there again, JL would have one in the VXI. And that's a great amplifier too, but I still think I'm going with the Audison, just because I like the form factor better than a VXI. I don't care for the VXI plug. It's kind of like, it drives me nuts. So I would go Audison today. I have 6903s. Would you go with a Kicker Key or a Kenwood XR? I'd go with the Kicker Key. We do the Kicker Key on those all the time. It's fantastic. And there again, you're asking DSP amplifier versus straight power amplifier. Go with DSP every time, especially with a key where you don't have to do anything other than put the microphone on the headrest and go get out and shut the door and run. Hey guys, I'm looking for an Apex kit for 2017 Chevy Traverse to go with the Kenwood. Yeah, can you help? I mean, if they make one, we have it in stock. You can give Paul a call. But if they don't make one, then no. But it's just a stock thing. We have everyone that's available in stock currently.
Right.
There again, everyone that is available
on the website.
So you can reach out to Paul, during the week, or email him. You can email him at spellitallout 5starcarstereo@gmail.com, or give him a call at 727-216 6170. Boom. Okay. Read that while I get a drink.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I have installed a D5, I would say 1300.
Yeah.
And an LC 1.800.
Nice.
But I cannot control the bass using the bass knob on the LC. It works perfectly with the D5 I believe the issue might be because I'm getting the signal from the D5 and send the bass signal to the LC. I don't have a clue.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that, because the bass knob can't do two things. So, and they're two totally different bass knobs. So the bass knob for a D is an ACR 3, and the bass knob for an LC is an ACR 1. So they're two totally different bass knobs. But because the 1300 was never expected to have a subwoofer amplifier for it, the output, you can only pick you'd have to pick one or the other. You can't pick both to turn them up and down. And I honestly don't think they give you the option to control the subwoofer through that. I don't think that was ever in the cards, because that wouldn't make sense. No, I mean, you're doing something that they didn't expect anyone to do. They, yeah. But ask another question, and I will look gingerly through this and see, because I think it's just a matter of that they didn't think anyone would ever do that.
Yeah.
And we'll see if my Windows Joyous. Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to just grab another one?
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. Hello, guys. When you are planning on using an amplifier, do you have an opinion on the price point where you go from good to great sounding component speakers?
So when I'm anytime I talk to somebody, the conversation we have is what leads us to the price point. Just by questions that we ask. Sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I'll just say, hey man, just to speed this along because I got stuff to do you have an idea of what you're planning on spending on this? And there again, that's a tough question to ask because a lot of people don't understand how much car audio actually costs now. So yeah, it's a tough one, but I don't believe in doing a good, better, best system. I believe in doing the system that best fits what you're trying to do. Now, if you come at me and you say an unreasonably low amount of money, well, then I'm gonna like, hey, we don't have anything that'll fit in that, but we can do this corner of it. So I'm not going to recommend a $4,000 amplifier for somebody when I really know that they're in the market for a $1,500 amplifier. It doesn't make any sense. I don't have the time to do that. So it's more the conversation that we're having as a sales, technique of figuring out where you're trying to be in your budget. Because I have I don't know, like I try not to know pricing, but I know what stuff costs. And I have a good idea of where we're going with this. Like, it's real easy to put together a $5,500 system. And it's even easier to put together a $10,000 system. But putting together a $2,500 system, that's a pain in the ass because there's very little products there's not a lot to choose from, And I don't personally believe in just putting something together to tick all the boxes. Like, if you come in and go, I want an amp, and I want speakers for the front, speakers for the back, and I want tweeters, and I want a subwoofer, and I want a new radio. And I go, no. I mean, this isn't McDonald's value meal here. You're going to be disappointed with all of it. Well, again, like I said, a $5,500 system is fairly easy to do, but you have to understand, what are the goals? What are we trying to do? When we look at, we talk about Blackbirds a lot of times, we talk about Picos all the time from Moscone. We talk about those because they come in at a price point that is doable for most. Hey, dork. And give us DSPs. So and also keep the price at a minimum, because the more boxes I have to put in, the more expensive it gets. So if you go, I want 3 amplifiers and a DSP, I can tell you right now, the installation charge on that is going to be through the roof, because with the cost of wire right now and all that, whereas if I just say, hey, can we get it all with this one product, a DSP amplifier? Well, then it's like, oh, we went from installing 4 things to 1 thing. And instead of needing 4 power wires and distribution, we have 1 power wire, no distribution. So there again, I try to find as much value in the pricing as possible, so that we're not killing the budget. Because I understand. I mean, I'm human too. There's only so much money to be gleaned.
So how about 5-channel with the DSP?
I mean, like we said, there's 3 that we picked.
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to be one of those: Audison, JL, or audio control. But there again,
what are the goals?
Why are we picking a 5-channel?
Like, yes, exactly.
You know, so I mean, a 5-channel is very, very narrow. Like,
well, it's just limited, right?
Yeah, you know, you're limited on what you're going to do. So
yeah,
let's you know, you need to have that conversation.
Don't limit yourself.
Definitely don't limit yourself.
You need 12 channels of DSP on every car. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You want to change?
Yeah, I'm going to. I was just trying to figure this out here.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. See, it doesn't even give you the option to.
Right.
It's already there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Line out.
Yeah, it's just line. It's already doing it. Yeah, you can choose what input you want, but it's just gonna. Yeah.
And if you wonder what he's doing, he's trying to figure it out about the question with the audio control.
Yeah, it's just it's not set. The amplifier's not set to do that.
Trying to adjust the subwoofer from the.
No, it's not. It's not going to do it.
Sorry.
At that point, you'd be better to find a. At that point, what I would do is I would go with an external subwoofer level control, which audio control does make, and I would come in through 5 and 6 or 7 and 8. I think it's 7 and 8 on that. It doesn't matter. Come through that channel, and then if I want channel 5 and the outputs to both be subwoofer level control, I can do all that externally and control the volume there. So I would do that.
Can you do an epicenter?
Yeah, you like
and now you have the effect.
Put like an epicenter micro in front of those 2 channels, and then you could do it that way with the epicenter. That would make things easier and don't even use the ACR3. The nice thing is, if you've already ran the bass knob wire, you can plug that into an epicenter micro because it's all the same wire and audio controls. So definitely something to do. What are we trying? Why did that happen? Oh, because I'm doing the wrong thing. I used to do that. Hey, it's summertime. Summer is here. It's hot. It's humid. Yeah. Some of you guys live in a place where it's not hot and humid, and the weather is fantastic. If you're a motorcycle guy, or you like outdoor activities, you need to check out the Moto line of products from Arc Audio. That's right. They've got everything you need, from wiring harnesses, amplifiers, speakers, the whole 9 yards. Everything to make your installation super awesome and super awesome. Super awesome. We'll just go super awesome, amazing, and spectacular-ish. So head over to arc-audio.com and check it out. From DSPs, amplifiers, and speakers, they got it all.
It's no dash. It's just arc-audio.com.
Did I say dash? Yes. I don't know why I say dash.
It's okay.
My brain's glitching.
It's just...
All right. So moving on.
Dash.
I know. Can I bypass the factory JBL amplifier if I install a new head unit and run to a DSP amplifier, then run the wires to the dash corners to get to the speakers? Yes. If you're putting a new radio in, you can do whatever you want. The T-harnesses are available for those, for Toyota stuff. So that's a Toyota because it's JBL. There's T-harnesses available, so you don't have to go cut a whole bunch of stuff. But if you're putting in a new radio, that's your source unit. You can throw that thing away. Doesn't matter. Don't. But, you don't need it anymore. So, yes, go to town. Hi, guys. Love the show from UK.
Thank you.
Trunk sub in a salon. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Which sub would you buy? Will be controlled by DSP. Okay, so it's home audio. Depending on how much power you have, that's really what it's going to matter. Like, I have efficient... I bought, years ago, Orion made the Cobalt line. This is before the current. This is like in the 90s. Okay, I bought the cheapest subs they made because I just wanted them efficient. I wanted them to sound boomy. I didn't need anything. I wasn't running 10,000 watts to them. So, and they work great. I have them in the corner. They've been there almost 30 years, 20 years. Been there at least 20, 25 years. And they still pound. It's fantastic every day. So, probably get something efficient, Maybe some Rockford P2s. Thoughts on Kicker Solo X 8-inch and powering it with a Key 500.1 at 1 ohm? Okay, so this is one of those questions we answer a lot. And the reality is yeah, sure, it'll do it. It'll do it. It'll make bass. Won't be enough bass. That's always the question. Okay, because 500 watts on the 8 is going to move it. You're going to get some action out of it. That is for sure. We know this. But will it move it in a manner to which is going to make you happy? Because it probably has 1,000 watt power handling, more than likely, if not more. And it's right there at the top. Yeah. Well, anyone. I mean, it's there. Click it.
Let's see specifications.
So when you run into, you passed it. It's all right. 8 is going to be at the bottom because it starts as an 18. And the last woofer is going to be an 8. See, right 10, there. 8. Right there.
I already clicked on the 8.
No, you didn't. Keep going. Power handling. It's going to be right there.
800 watts?
Yeah, so 500 watts, about half the power it needs. There again, it really just comes down to what are you trying to do? If you put in a big ported box, it'll probably be big, boomy, and whatnot. But, I mean, it will power it. Will it power it to the way you hope it will power it? I don't know. I don't know if I would do that. Because I'd probably get this CS 800.1 and a key lock if I'm worried about, like, DEQing a stereo and then having enough power. I would do that because that would give me plenty of powers. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's Provost Beast. Hello from the garage. What's going on, man? What's going on? Hope you're doing good, man. For Focal slate fiber components being run active, what would you do for crossover points? 5K on tweets? Yeah, that's exactly what we would do. Focal makes it really simple. Yeah. Those work. You'll never have a problem. 24 dB with Linkwitz Riley on the crossover for sure. Coming to see you guys Friday. Oh, don't threaten us like that, man. Just kidding. We'll see you Friday.
Yeah?
I'm not going to be here Friday. No, I'm just kidding. I want to be here. I want to be here tomorrow. Okay. Go ahead. I was going to say, what are you waiting for? Hi, guys.
Hi.
What is your thoughts on 8-inch mid-bass speakers? Any suggestions for GMC Yukon? Will be great. Thanks. So this is one of those tough ones, right? Because we're at that weird point to where some people are getting excited about 8-inch. Other people are like, why? So Helix makes a plethora of 8-inch drivers. Audio Frog has an 8-inch driver. Even Alpine has an 8-inch driver. The key to the 8-inch driver, yeah, they do. They sell, it's like a 6x9. It's like this car where it's just a big mid-range.
Focal has an 8-inch driver.
Focal has an 8-inch driver as well in the performance line. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the integration line.
Who else?
But there's a bunch of them. They're everywhere. I mean, it's not like they don't exist. The question is are you using it as a true mid bass? Because in order to use an 8-inch as a mid bass, you also have to have a 3 or a 2 and a tweet to go along with it. Otherwise, you're using it as a mid range, and at that point, why bother? Just put a 6.5 in. But any one of those would do not any one of those. The first two would probably the Helix or the Audio Frog would probably be a good place to look if you're looking for an 8-inch mid bass. But keep in mind, when you buy different branded speakers and mix them together, you don't always get the results you're hoping for because they don't always play well together. I mean, they might not work, and you might have to do a lot of EQing. Yeah. Yeah. Any systems that Arc Audio, Blackbird. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have tons of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of the thing. Hi. How well are those compact under seat? I love this question. They suck. That's it. They suck. They're. I don't know why people buy them. They sell a ton of them. Like, it's one of the number one sellers for sure, but they suck. If you're looking for something like that, if it's a truck, you're going to need a subwoofer in a box. I mean, that's just that. However, if you have a car and it's not a car in which, like, SUV car, like a Japanese car where there's like no European cars. European cars don't work. Lexus's, Infinitis don't work either. But everybody else, the subwoofer tire, the spare tire subwoofer box that you amplify, not the amplified version. Those are probably the best thing you're going to find that doesn't take up any space. Like Haley's rocking the Diamond Audio 11-inch regular.
Non-amplified. Yeah.
Non-amplified. We have a Key 500.1 on it, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Hammers. Tons of bass. I don't think I'll ever be able to get her to take it out. Hey, it's okay, man. It's all that you showed up. That's all that matters. Strange question, I know. Best technique for removing Dynamat? Buy a new car. Seriously, buy a new car.
What do you want to remove it for?
Mineral spirits. Probably mineral spirits and a scraper. It's going to suck. I've had good luck with dry ice. Dry ice is good if it's on a metal panel floor. And that's key because you don't worry about if the floor buckles or warps. But if like you're talking like a door panel or something like that, good luck. I mean, don't, because you could dent the panel. I mean, oof. What is the price area if you feel it is all right? What is the price area you feel it is diminishing returns on sound for a 3-way speaker? I figured somewhere around $800 mark is where I start. Very incremental, but want your opinion. I mean, if you're looking at a 3-way set, 3-way sets typically $1,200 to $2,400 is really where we're at. Like that's a nice, really nice set of 3-ways. $800 is good. $800 is good, but I guess I'd have to see what the Focal Flax retail is. Because I mean that's our number one selling 3-way set is the Focal Flax. And even like Arc Audio has the Arc series, probably going to be somewhere in that range. The other thing too is when you're buying a 3-way set, and this is something to think about, is are you paying for a crossover that you don't need? Because that's important. A lot of these speaker manufacturers,
like $1,000.
Yeah, it's about $1,000. Yeah. So I think retail is $1,250 or something like that. Mm-hmm. A lot of these speaker manufacturers include passive crossovers. Passive crossovers can add another $150, $200 to the cost of the product. That's why I'm like, hey, maybe look at something that does a la carte. Like Audio Frog does a la carte. The Arc Audio speakers are a la carte. The Arc series are a la carte. The RSs are a la carte. Focal is not. Morel is not. I don't know if the new Audison is both. They sell a little bit of each.
Mm-hmm. The new Senses are like $800.
New Senses, but that's a big mid-range. So you got to make sure you got room for that.
Mm-hmm.
So there again, if you're looking to get into a 3-way set and save some money, try to find some that don't have the passive crossovers if you're going to be going active.
Mm-hmm. Everything is a la carte, so.
You guys are mean, man. Provo's is a great guy. Like we've hooked up with him many times, and that sounded weird, but no, he's we were with him in Dallas when we were out there with Kenwood. He's been down here at Knowledge Fest. He's been in Vegas at Knowledge Fest. I don't know if he's ever made it out to Master Tech.
I feel.
I don't know. It'd be interesting. Yeah.
He did probably.
I wonder how his wiring is. Ooh, Clean Wire Challenge. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. Good evening, gents. 2020 Honda Ridgeline, premium 8-speaker, Helix P6, 3-way front stage, rear fill and sub. What's the best way to feed the DSP? Any drawbacks from using rears as main signal to DSP? Yeah, don't do that. Fronts have factory EQ and all pass. IRTA2 shows signal from rears. Okay, it's a Honda. Hondas are the simplest things in the world to do. There's going to be all pass. Cool. All that stuff is fixable with your DSP. So you want what you need to use in order to make the car function properly is center, left and right, front, tweeter and mid, and sub. 6 channels. And the premium any Honda premium audio, you need those 6 inputs. And from there, you can get anything you want. Keep in mind with a Honda, the communication comes from the center channel. Plus, it's upmixed, kind of. So you have to retain the center channel at all costs. A lot of the Hondas you can turn off surround, which is cool. So you can turn it off, and then it doesn't really do anything other than do Bluetooth navigation through the center channel. But you got to keep it. You got to keep it. Depends on the system that you're working with. But in there again, if you have a good DSP, you can make rear surround super easy. And if it has an all-pass filter, you have a Helix, bro. You can get rid of all that. Now, like I said, like this car. This is a 2025 Toyota Camry. It's got all that. Toyotas have had all-pass filters and all that crap for longer than you guys probably can even imagine. They've been there. And I'm putting in an amplifier that'll fix all that stuff if I want to take the time to do that. Or I just sell a key lock for $130. And guess what it'll do? All of that for me. Hit a button, walk away, come back 15 minutes later, and I got the best looking signal I could possibly get. Hell yeah, I'm doing that. So you can fix all of that with a Helix, or just buy a key lock for $130 and put it on the front 2 channels, and or just use the upmixer that's in the car, let it do its thing, and just EQ it.
Oh, power.
Yeah, because I guess you would need a couple of keys. Yeah, you need a lot of keys, because you need one for the tweeter, for the mid. Center, you wouldn't have to do it so you'd need 2 key locks. But we've never bothered to do that in a Honda, because we just leave it alone. We just EQ it, and do some level control, and let it do its thing. So, Brad, any auto-tune stuff in the future, or is that too Kicker-esque? Everybody's doing it. It's not just Kicker. I mean, Audison has it, Helix has it, Moscone has the Barney.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's
Alpine has it.
Yeah, it's everybody's got it. Okay, not everybody. A lot of people have it. Let's be good. Okay, hold on. Where are we at?
Yeah,
I need to do this.
Go for it.
I gotta make new ones. Okay, Moscone. All right. Will or does any of the big name DSPs have the ability to adjust for room size, reverb, echo, or have live sound fields? I miss my Clarion. So yes, that's called an upmixer. And Helix supposedly has one. All right, Jeff will tell you. Yes, I don't know where it's at. I haven't been able to turn it on. And also, Arc Audio has one, and it's called Upmixer, and it's real easy to get to. And it has, there again, in order to fully appreciate this, you have to have a center channel, left and right surround, and rear. So that will give you your 5.1 surround. Of course, you can still go 3-way, 2-way, whatever you want. You just got to run all the upmixing through that. And then you can get a really big 5.1 surround. Now, if you're looking for hall, church, stadium, and all that fun stuff, you could make presets where you go in and adjust your delay, because that's all that is delay. So if you want it to sound echoey in the rear, you turn the delay up in the rear, and you get the big, weird, spacious sounding stuff. Most of the DSP manufacturers, you can create your own doing that. You don't have to have anything special. It's just level and delay. But we've kind of all walked away from that. Like, we were like, yeah, that was cool. Let's go away. So, yeah, no. You'd have to do it on your own. I have a 2021 GMC Sierra with Bose. Thinking about using the Access Ethernet. Would you use this DSP or better option? I would go with a better option. Also, the Amp Pro GM71 will also work with that if you do want to go with a different DSP. Yep. So you could go with an Amp Pro GM71, toss link out to an Arc Audio or a Moscone amplifier DSP, and use the better DSP. So you don't have to pay for the DSP in it. Now, can you use the Ethernet, the DSP Pro that's in the Metro piece? Yes, you can. Is it the easiest DSP in the world to use? It's not the worst DSP. It's very basic. It has a lot. It's got the 4 basic things that you need to be considered a DSP. It has nothing else. So it will EQ the system. By no means you'd be like, oh my God, I'm a tuner now. My problem with it is you got to tune, like I had to, because it's Bluetooth, which irritates the shit out of me. So I had to tune the last one we did from the passenger side of the car because I had to sit there with my little Android tablet and I couldn't do it from the driver's side. So I had to move everything to the passenger side of the car. I had my mic in the driver's side, but I had to tune it from there so I could pair up to the unit. It was a pain in the ass, but it still got the job done and everyone was happy.
Oh, so that's what it says right here.
So my Iker Audio PS850 is capable, sweet things. Yes. Yeah. Speaking of Sony ES last week, I learned they pulled out of UK, hoping they don't go dormant again. They pulled out of the UK last year. So that's actually a very old story. But no, they pulled out at like the first, they've been out of there for a long time. They're not going away here, but they did definitely go away there. So, I mean, it happens. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I
thought you wanna.
No, I was just looking at reading stuff. Weber fan says just use a home audio receiver, direct room correction. Make sure you supply it with clean power. EcoFlow makes some great portable lithium power banks that supply pure sine waves to get your fake simulated home sounds. Yeah, no, you could do that. Haven't seen Fang in here. It's 7:30, guys. Oh, yeah, no, I haven't seen Fang either. I'll have to give him a call. Oh, well, Fang...
Well, he said he was going to take...
Yeah, no, I was thinking of Fro.
Few...
Fang said he wanted to take some time off. He needed a break, so he's doing his thing. So he's taking some time off. He let everybody know he pops in the Instagram show every now and then, just say hi and let us know he's alive. So that's nice. But no, he's taking a break. This last segment of the show is brought to you by the fine folks from Moscone-America.com. We've been talking about a lot of DSPs, a lot of DSP amps on this show. And of course, that would not be a complete conversation if we didn't happen to mention the 3 power amplifier lines from Moscone. If you're into big AB class amplifiers that sound amazing and give you that warm, fuzzy feeling that only an AB class amplifier can do, well, they're the only ones that have it. That's right. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, you can check out the Pro 830, the big dual stage 8-channel freaking monster beast sitting right here. That's it right here. So sexy. Or you can check out the one 6 to 10. They have an 8 to 10. And of course, if you're fine with Class D, micro, small, little petite amplifiers that'll work in any situation, check out the Pico line. And they have a 4, a 6, and an 8-channel DSP amplifier as well. But those are Class D. Check them out at Moscone-America.com. Any recommendation for an 8-inch sub? B2 Audio, Sundown, Kicker, DD Audio. Something easy to purchase in Canada. What about a Memphis Audio?
What about Rockford?
What about a Rockford?
Easy to purchase in Canada.
What about an Audio Control? All those are easy to purchase in Canada. I've seen them all. I know all the guys. Kicker's easy to get in
Canada?
In Canada, yeah. JL's easy to get in Canada.
Addison?
Cicada is easy to get in Canada. Arc, you can get Arc in Canada. I mean, yeah.
I think everybody, no?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Actually, I have never seen B2 Audio, Sundown, or DD Audio in Canada. But Kicker and everybody else that we named is available in Canada. So there's like 5 companies that bring everything into Canada. Automobility, GemSem, GemTech, TechGem. They all sound the same, but they pretty much cover everybody.
Gem.
So yeah, I know. It's like I can never remember all their names. It's so weird. Yeah, honestly, we just build our own. So iData has the harness in the software. Just build your own dash kit. Metra has a dash kit. It's a crappy dash kit, but we did a Camry like 2 weeks ago. We had it on the show. It's not that bad. Especially if you're doing a floating screen like the new Kenwood 1058 or the Sony 9500 or 8000. They're single DINs. They go right in. Really don't even need to do anything other than mount the brackets on. I mean, you could push it in far enough to where you won't see a hole. But I think what everybody wants is something like smooth and slick, and they ain't gonna get that. So, yeah, I just read that one. That's literally the one I was reading. I finally got myself a 1057. Now anxious, waiting, shipping notifications, research the heck out of speakers and subs. Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I'm sure there are some good deals in 1057s right now. 2018 Subaru Legacy bass audio. Put a Kenwood DNR 7th in the first, and backup camera worked. Now it doesn't. Any ideas? Check the cable. Check the. I don't know which interface you used, but check the cable. Make sure that the RCA is still good. Plug it into the aux input or something like that, and see if it still works. That's really the only thing that we have where a factory backup camera stops working, is that the RCA goes bad. But it happens, not that often, but it's a thing. You good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I think it's time. I'm going to close this. First off, I would like to thank everyone that played along with us today and gave us great question and answers. If we did not get to your question, it happens. I apologize. But we'll be back again Friday for news, and then Saturday is another Q&A. So if we missed your question, rethink it, make it a little better, and we'll answer it hopefully for you on Friday. I'm sorry, Saturday. I don't even want to say Friday. Friday's the news. We don't answer any questions. We just talk about the news. News is at 9 a.m. Friday morning here. And then at 5 o'clock Saturday, we're back doing this again. And, of course, you can find us on Instagram. Is a great place to get in and sneak your question in, because we try to answer a bunch of those while we're talking about whatever's happening in the Bay. So with that being said, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Audio Control, Arc Audio, Moscone, Gladen, and Focal for being proud sponsors of the show. And, of course, DNF Tool Drawer is a place you can find all the cool tools, as well as the most amazing tool of them all, the IRTA2, which we appreciate him using in his Honda Accord to figure out what the hell was going from there. And now you can use the IRTA2 to fix your all-pass filters. It's really simple. You can feed your output from your DSP, because your DSP has multiple outputs, directly into your IRTA2 through the RCA inputs, and you can easily turn on and off all-pass filters and watch them disappear instead of doing sweepy, annoying stuff. So you can do real-time adjustments to your input EQ. You can see it. You can see it real time, visually. Like on-off all-pass filters just magically go bye-bye instead of like hoping. Two-channel awesomeness. That's it. That's the show. That's all we have for you guys. Thanks again for tuning in. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
You can check what's going on behind the scenes on 5 Minutes with 5 Star and Instagram tomorrow.
Tomorrow it is. You guys have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.